Some people are that's gonna offend some people, like, bro, because Cyclops is a married man. He has kids and he's not gay. So for you, that's you taking your own personal identity and putting it to the fiction of the character or the creations that you create. And I don't think that you should ever do that. The fact that Disney is able to just come up in here and take away his credit for something that he actually wrote is trash. First topic up is Beau DeMayo, man. You guys may or may not know who Beau DeMayo is, but you do know about X-Men, right? You do know about X-Men, the animated series, right? Yeah, sure you do. X-Men 97 is a 7th or 6th season to the original X-Men animated series of the 1990s, and Beau DeMayo was the writer and sometimes I believe the director, basically the creative over that show. The reason why that show is awesome, because it's freaking awesome, is because largely in part to Beau DeMayo. Beau DeMayo is a young black gay man, and that's right up Disney's alley, right? Because Disney loves when you're able to check boxes, right? You're checking 2 boxes with somebody like Beau DeMayo, black and gay. That's ding, 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 ching, ching for Disney. So Beau DeMayo created an amazing season, but he also did 2 seasons at once. So he worked on 2 seasons. So season 2 was effectively done by him as well. But recently, in recent memory, Beau DeMayo, recent history, Beau DeMayo was fired. He was let go at like the very beginning, around the beginning of season 1. They let him go abruptly, and we was like, what the freak happened to Beau DeMayo? Like, they fired him? Disney fired him? It was abrupt. Like, we're no longer dealing with Beau DeMayo, blah, blah, blah. He's no longer working for Disney. It was one of those PC type of, like, we're completely done with you type of situations. And I'm like, dang, that's weird, because somebody who's a part of the LGBTQ and somebody who's a man of color, someone who's black, getting fired, that's not really Disney-esque, so to say. So people was like, dang, they were speculating like, Beau, what's up? What's up? What's going on here? What's going on there? But a lot of people who knew of Beau DeMayo knew that it has to do with something about Beau DeMayo's personal life. So Beau DeMayo, as you know, is team sus. Nothing happened after he was fired. He really kept it quiet. We didn't really hear much from him, but he released a couple of tweets talking about how he felt about X-Men. And he started to open up and recently about his firing. And there's this new article that came out from Deadline that talks about Beau DeMayo losing his job and him suing Disney. Actually, he has a lawyer that is suing Disney, that is getting at Disney or checking Disney. I don't know, not actually suing him, but he's basically checking Disney like, bro, you better, you know what I'm saying, get your P's and Q's in order, or I'll do you like I did you with Sage Steele. This is the same lawyer representing Beau DeMayo who was representing Sage Steele. So there's a couple of updates when it comes to the Beau DeMayo situation. Brian Friedman is the name of that lawyer who represents DeMayo. He's issued a blistering statement to Deadline. This is exclusive to Deadline after his clients claim on social media that he lost his season 2 credit. That's really what this is about. Disney, even though he created the second season, Disney stripped him of the writing and directing or production credit. I remember even when Joss Whedon took over for Hack Snyder after Warner Brothers fired him for the movie being bad, they still gave Hack Snyder credit. So I'm like, dang, even though Warner Brothers hated Zack Snyder's guts, they still gave him credit. So for Disney to be like, no, we're not giving you credit for season 2, that's like some break up with your boyfriend and you take the chili pot type shit. That's petty. So it's either that or something really effed up happened. So we're going to see what we're talking about here. So they claim on social media that he had lost the season 2 credit on the X-Men 97 over sharing a gay pride themed fan art. And what do you guys think that gay pride themed fan art is? This is the gay pride themed fan art. It's of a Beau DeMayo-esque looking Cyclops, bro. And he wrote right here, Happy Pride. And he put Cyclops in some shorts. We like shorts. Look at that. Hey, I think that looked fire, bro. He looked kind of sus. I ain't gonna lie, but you know, if you're into Cyclops, if you're into the X-Men, and you see something like this, obviously some people are gonna be upset. Some people are that's gonna offend some people, like bro, because Cyclops is a married man. He has kids, and he's not gay. So for you, that's you taking your own personal identity and putting it to the fiction of the character or the creations that you create. And I don't think that you should ever do that. That's why I had a problem with Ezra Miller showing up to Comic-Con dressed in drag for a panel of The Flash. So when kids come to see The Flash, they see a man dressed as a woman. They see a woman and they're like, what the heck? It's confusing. And I don't think that you should do that for the character. Now, if the character was gay and you want to dress like that, all right, yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's in alignment with who the character is. But this type of stuff, I can understand how it would piss people off. Am I pissed off seeing that? I probably would have got a little bit upset before knowing he was such a good writer and stuff, because I don't mind the agenda. Agenda's not bad so long as the product you're watching is good. The problem that I have with agenda is usually when people try to create a movie or a show, but they have an agenda, they usually deviate from pacing, storytelling, character development, depth, score, costume. They really just lag on all of the vital stuff that's needed to make a good product because of the agenda. That's why I despise agendas in movies. But this man knows how to have an agenda and make a good show. So I'm for it. Freak it, bro. Make your sus Cyclops all the freak you goddamn want. Because one thing is for sure, you're talented, bro. You actually know what you're doing and you do your research and you do it well, bro. So that's the image of that people said, oh, that's what got him out of there. So DeMayo was investigated for alleged misconduct, and the credit removal was due to breaches of the two sides. They said he was fired after misconduct investigation procedure findings of an egregious nature. They said egregious nature. So he did something that's egregious, something that they're not going to ever reveal unless it comes to, you know, arbitration or a lawsuit of some sort. Here's what the lawyer said. He says, having much experience with Disney, the playbook is always the same. Family friendly on the outside, but secretly attempting to plant illegal, unconscionable items in contracts that silence the truth and stop the employee/customer from asserting basic constitutional rights. Holy shoot. If this does not shed light on what I'm going to be showing you guys on tonight's live stream, we're live every Friday, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Yeah, I was late today, but Disney's an evil company. They've always been an evil company. They've always been a very agenda-filled company, and I don't think that their agenda has ever changed. I believe that Disney hates Jews. They hate blacks. They hate Mexicans. They hate Redskins, aka Indians. They hate anyone that's not Aryan-looking white. That's historical. Do you guys remember the black crows? Do you remember the black face? Do you remember the penis coming out on the Sultan in Aladdin? Do you remember the words that were phrased that put sexuality towards kids? Because I sure don't. Disney never changed. They only went from a wolf and put on the sheep's clothing. They want to present as if they care about equality. They want to look publicly as if they care about LGBTQ rights. They want to look as if they care about black and brown and yellow. They don't. Disney's garbage. And they've been garbage. They've been racist. They've been prejudiced. It's just that with social media and these movies that they're releasing, they've tricked the public into thinking that Disney actually cares. And that's what this lawyer is saying. But who is this lawyer? How could you say that you know what Disney's about? What freaking expertise do you have against Disney, sir? Well, in the past few years, the top lawyer has sued Disney on behalf of such clients as former ESPN broadcaster Sage Steele. Sage Steele, I remember she had a lawsuit against ESPN during the COVID about talking about vaccines and whatnot. Here is Sage Steele, in case you don't recognize her. Beautiful lady from ESPN with the curly hair, bro. So, she settled a lawsuit that she filed after being disciplined for comments that she made about the company's policy regarding employees to get vaccinated during COVID-19. She got reprimanded for, I think she was 10 days off air. They took her away from 2 really important venues. They really smacked her. And she felt like, this is wrong. I should be able to speak freely about how I feel. And she had a statement that she wanted to say. She said that she said that while she respected everyone's decision to get vaccinated, she believed that a corporate mandate was sick and scary to me in many ways. She also indicated that she did not want to get vaccinated, but did so to keep her job and to support her family, according to the lawsuit. She said something to the line that I thank being with the company for 16 years. She said, paraphrasing, I'd rather move on to another company or business where my free speech is protected. And let me tell you, when it comes to free speech, you ain't got it at Disney. You can't say what you want. Look at Sage Steele. Look at Beau DeMayo. Look at Gina Carano. Do you remember Gina Carano? Gina Carano plays the shock trooper in the Mandalorian series. Woke mind virus freaking weirdos on Twitter told Gina, attacked her and said, you should put your pronouns in your Twitter bio. What are you? Are you a she, her, him, they? What is it, Gina? Tell us what you are. Gina said, I'm beep, boop, bop, get away from me. Meanwhile, her co-star and the main star, beta male Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic freaking Four, is Pedro Pascal. He was playing the Mandalorian on that series, and he undermined Gina, and he came out and said, I'm proudly him. He, him is my pronoun. He caved to the freaking mob. He caved, undermining Gina. And then once he did that, they got worse at Gina. Like, yeah, Pedro's doing it, Gina. Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? And it got bad. So, and Gina started to push back, and Disney didn't want that. You can't speak truths. Freak speaking truths. You can't speak lies. Everybody can speak lies. It's free speech. But Disney don't want that. They got rid of Gina Carano. And Gina Carano, if I'm not mistaken, is suing Disney as well. I believe there's this lawsuit against Disney. Gina Carano's or about to be a lawsuit. So that's who Sage Steele is, and that's who this lawyer is. So this lawyer has an actual W against Disney. So he says in a final statement, as we will explain through detailed examples, which will roll out in detail one by one, Disney's model is very clear and repetitive illegal pattern. Once it gets challenged or exposed, the gaslighting and redirection of blame toward anyone willing to tell the truth starts through an international, well-oiled publicity machine. This lawyer is going to expose Disney. That's what he's going to do because he's good at it. And he's won. Oh, and those of you guys who want to know about how much Sage Steele won, we don't know. That's undisclosed. But Disney tried to settle out of court for $500,000 with Sage. And Sage said no. So you can better believe that she probably, I wouldn't be shocked if she got 4 times that. I wouldn't be shocked if she got $2 million or more against Disney. So go ahead, Sage Steele, do your thing. I don't agree with everything that you say, but you look good, and you do good commentary on ESPN when you was working there. So that's Beau DeMayo, right? A lot of people think that it has something to do with his susness, his sexuality, because he's not just black, he's gay. And he's not just black and gay, he's black, gay, and proud. He ain't just black, gay, and proud. He's black, gay, proud, and buff. That's Beau, showing that body everywhere. And they think that this image all the way here to the right, where he's completely bucket naked, he shared a naked photo somewhere on his social media. On his social media, he's very openly gay and very openly with his sexuality and his tight body. He also has an OnlyFans account. And a lot of people speculate that he's done some things on that OnlyFans that said, we can't have you having your booty hole out and your cock swinging, bro. Like, you're working for Disney now. And that's what people think it is. They said egregious. I mean, is having an OnlyFans egregious? I'll leave that up to you to decide. But this is who Beau DeMayo is, man. And this is what he did. And people think that it's wrong what's happening to him. And I agree. The fact that Disney is able to just come up in here and take away his credit for something that he actually wrote is trash. It's messed up and it's wrong. And that is egregious, to be honest with you, bro. If I do a season 2 of a show, that's a lot of money, right? And it's not just the money, because I know he got paid already. It's the status that comes with having that on your resume. When they look up who did season 2 of X-Men 97, his name won't be there. That's not right. The other deals that he could get for being the showrunner of season 2 are no longer there because he's not on the credits for it. That's not right. So you're going to take a man's work and then say, oh, we're going to give that to someone else, credit to someone else. You didn't do that. That's basically what you're doing. You're basically saying, oh, he didn't do this. Well, who did it? We did it. That's what they're basically doing, bro. And I think that that's foul, bro. I really do. The phone lines are open. So before we get up out of here in this topic, we are going to be able to go and holler at some people who may or may not be waiting for your boy Jody Joe on StreamYard for them to chime in into the situation. I see we got Trixie here from the UK. Let's go ahead and pull my girl up. Trixie!
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm good. Not as good as you, though. What's up?
I'm good. Do you know what? The whole Disney evil thing, do you know what? I'm actually, it's got to be fake. I you know, right? So I was offering that a little bit the other day on Facebook and some stupid video pops up. And apparently, I'll find your link. But some guy and his wife, right, went to one of the Disney theme parks, right? And was eating in one of their restaurants and she had like a nut allergy. So she made it very clear, like, no nuts, blah, blah, blah.
That's our next topic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then you know.
Yes.
Fair enough. But
yes.
Yeah, they even, like, that's funny. Isn't it? I literally couldn't sleep the other night. I was like, yeah, I'm scrolling through, saw it, and now you're doing this. I love that.
Do you think that you could? Yeah, do you think that you could show your body working for Disney and think there's not going to be consequences for it? I mean, you know, they have a clause where they have to show they want to show themselves as professionals.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. I mean, even like most normal, like even over here, I know companies like bar companies that have a literal social media closet where if you work for their company, you cannot have certain things on your social media, private or not, post certain things on it because it reflects badly on the company. So because they're supposed to be family friendly, I don't give a crap what flipping generation you're at. You need to be smarter, really, or like you expect like certain things to happen because they're gonna.
What do you think he did? They said egregious. They investigated him and they fired him immediately right before his freaking season was going to start. What do you think that he did?
It's good. Given that it's Disney and we all know the rumors about Disney Club singer kids growing up, egregious. I don't know how many up and coming child writers, artists, young'uns and whatnot are around there.
Me too. I think yeah. You think it has something to do with somebody underage?
Yeah. And that's not because he's gay. That's not that. That's because it is Disney, and we know already years later about all the kids that grew up in Disney Club that are singers and actors and whatnot and all of that crap. It's an ongoing thing. We know it's an ongoing thing. So there you go. That's what I think.
Yeah, I can't.
Speculation.
When you use words like egregious, that's what something that comes to mind too. I'm with you, but do I think that this fool would do something like that? I don't know, man. Like he's a lot like Ezra Miller for Disney. Like Ezra Miller is the gay, chaotic, say whatever you want type of motherfucker, and Beau is not crazy like Ezra, but he's the gay, eccentric, say what he wants type of motherfucker for Marvel. So
yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's weird though, because with all these other, you know, court cases and allegations of like these big stars having like, you know, private violence and bits and bobs and whatnot. I mean, they're look what they did to Depp for fuck's sake, like off a allegation as well. You know, it's it's yeah, whatever it is, it's probably either super super bad or it's a allegation that they're basically just kind of gone, you know what, we don't want to deal with that. No. But we'll have to see, won't we?
Lawyers are very careful with their words, Trixie. So
yeah. I said there's a lot of like in between the lines that you can. There's a lot of stuff you can read off that statement, though. Do you know what I mean?
Egregious.
You can't really say outright what it was.
Here's the term. Here's the definition of egregious: outstandingly bad and shocking. Outstandingly bad.
Well, maybe he's part of one of those animal play clubs where they dress up as furry animals and have fights, because that's bad. But then again, they're all also legal, so you don't really charge.
Everybody at Disney does that too. Them executives be doing that. So it's like,
well,
why would you
just
get on
like a baby? I don't know.
No, they must have some. Must have some evidence that they think is gonna go public or something. I don't know, man. They'll make them do that, but
it's either that or he has something on them and they're doing a preemptive strike.
I guess we can sit here and speculate all day about it. Let's add somebody else. 5-star, what's up with it, man? Welcome. What's your take on this? 5-star.
If he's good at his job, bro, who gives a fuck what he's doing? As long as he ain't doing nothing like too bad, like horribly bad, bro. He gay, I don't give a fuck. As long as he's creating quality content, I can give 2 fucks what whose dick he's sucking.
I don't think that is just him being gay. Disney's likes people being gay. That's part of their agenda.
Don't Disney own like the hub, like a portion of the hub, anyways? So like, what the are they over here like? Bitch up?
Yeah, I think from a subsidiary and way down.
Yeah, so they're the least qualified people in a way to say, "Hey, bro, you can't be doing this." They want a part of the hub.
Yeah, bro, egregious. That's what. And then they fired him right away though. Like it was just abrupt and out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's definitely a hundred. Do you know what? He's got an OnlyFans. Maybe some flipping kids sign up to his OnlyFans, and now it's like he's just distributing some stupid underages. And
you can't sign up to OnlyFans as a kid, though. You can't be a kid on OnlyFans, right?
Wait, do you know how easy it is to lie about your age and steal your parents' credit card number? Yeah, you can.
Yeah. But that's not on him though, and I don't think Disney would do that over
yeah.
That. So, all right, sir.
No,
5-star, you don't give a shit about what he did. So let's bring somebody who's actually sus up in here. Sussy Evil.
Yo,
what's up with it, man? Hey, bro, you bisexual, huh?
Hold on, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Evil.
Cool. Yeah.
Are you bisexual?
Correct.
All right. So are you black, right?
Yes.
So as a bisexual black man, you got a dog in this fight. What do you think that this other, this guy's, I think, strictly gay black man did to get himself fired from Disney, who likes bisexual black men working for them?
So, if they're going with that, first, the OnlyFans thing, there was no nudity or anything on the OnlyFans. He simply had the OnlyFans and provocative photos. No nudity. Okay.
Well, what's that image that I saw of his meat being sketched out?
Sketched out.
I don't know if he sketched it, but maybe someone else sketched it. But that's him posing with no clothes on.
But not straight. Too explicit, have you said?
I heard his meat. I heard they got photos of his meat. That's what I heard.
Nah. But the way they said it, he was sending what images to I like how they tried to throw the younger male employees.
Yeah.
They're not underage. They're employees, so they're of age first off.
Yeah.
And then, but like he jokingly, they're all adults. He's probably sending around like, "Hey, check this out!" Like you saw of the Cyclops. Cyclops. Yeah, he probably sending stuff like that around. Hey, you think this is funny? You think this is funny?
But let's be honest.
To be fair, that could be Psych at the beach, bro. Do you know what I mean? He still needs the visor.
But you can't do that though, Trixie. You can't show your parts to nobody in no workplace, gay or not.
Yeah, for work, that's a HR is taking you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
So that could be egregious. If somebody looked at their phone and got a picture from Beau, and he worked there, of his meat, and they took that to HR, I think you're out of there too. That could be egregious, right?
I think
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
sexual
like he
misconduct,
sent
though,
it to
isn't it?
people, and other people sent it out, and it got to HR to the point you're out of here. That's why I say, hey, be careful what you send people. But
Yeah.
then you have the whole thing. They're trying to take
But they took his credit.
away from
They
him
took the credit away from something that he did. Now,
for season 2. Season 2's already written,
right.
and they're not going to give him credit.
That's where I think that they're wrong regardless. I don't care
Yes,
if he
yes.
showed the meat and he admitted, yeah, I showed him the meat. I'm fired. All right, okay, I understand. But taking away the credit, I don't think that you should do that under any circumstance.
Exactly.
No, I agree with that. Like, just because you might be a deviant doesn't mean you're not a talented deviant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, if they change it up a decent amount, like it's still his story in a way. 'Cause I see where you're coming from, but like if they change it up a decent amount,
No, it's
worth
It's
it.
done. They ain't changing up nothing.
But technically, contract-wise, this is how the contracts get you. You probably sign something, and it's Disney's product, not yours.
Companies do that. Shit.
Even though you
More
wrote
likely
it and
it
everything,
belongs to them.
nope, it's mine now.
Yeah.
But
sucks
the
to be a comic
egregious, I
illustrator.
think they're using the word egregious in the term shocking instead of outstandingly bad, as in they were shocked that these images got out, and that's what got them out.
Maybe there's a video of him doing tequila shots off some geezer and like, I beef her somewhere.
But this is what gets me. After the firing, there was later some talks of possibility him doing the X-Men film, but that got thrown out.
Yeah, it's out. What else did Beau DeMayo do? He
I
did
feel
another
like it's
Marvel
the James
property.
Gunn situation all over again.
What did he do? Beau DeMayo did something on Disney Plus for X-Men that got him this for Disney that got him the X-Men job for Marvel though. He did a Marvel project. What was it? Do you guys remember? I know he did something for them that really impressed him.
Oh,
What
like
else did he
animation
write
stuff. The only thing
for?
I think of, like animation was would be like Spider-Man.
No, I just know the last thing he did was The Witcher, and he did The Witcher with Henry Cavill, and then left with Henry Cavill when the studio decided they wanted to go a different route and joined to do X-Men '97.
Moon Knight. Yeah, he did Moon Knight. That's what it was. He did an episode of Moon Knight, and that impressed Disney that they gave him the writing job for X-Men. It was the work that he did on the episode of Moon Knight. He wrote one of the episodes.
Sorry, was just the producer on Moon Knight, not the writer.
Writer. He was a writer for a Moon Knight episode. I'm looking on his IMDb.
Okay.
Episode 5, Asylum. They searched
okay.
through the memories to find the
one
truth.
with the hippo one.
Yeah. So probably it was one of the highest rated Moon Knight episodes, but what he did in that Moon Knight made them be like, yo, you get the whole X-Men, bro. And I was like, God damn.
And to me, he knocked it out of the park.
He did. He really freaking did. I ain't even gonna lie. In my opinion, bro, it's foul what they're doing, bro. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
If I did that work, give me the credit for doing that freaking work, bro. And this is just the tip of the iceberg that even Trixie was trying to blow up onto, what I'm going to talk about later. This is the expose of the freaking that is Disney. And I don't know if you guys remember, just 2 months ago, not even 2 months ago,
with your take on
they
that.
went in there with a recorder and freaking someone recorded a Disney executive basically admitting we have an agenda and we don't want men who are white or masculine. If you're black or if you're gay, that's a plus. He basically said, if you're trying to be the typical tough masculine guy, you ain't got a place at Disney. Which lines itself up with the She-Avengers, the all-female Avengers team that they're they're going to abandon. Now they're trying. Now they gave it a name, right? They're
the A-Force.
The A-Force, which lets me know
What?
they're deviating. Because the Avengers were going to be all female. Now they're giving them a little small team, probably going to give them a movie and just end it there. So they're backtracking on that whole female is everything because it's hurting their bottom dollar and their investors are mad.
Yeah, they're not quote unquote the female Avengers. Let's give them an actual name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I want you guys to know and understand. When you get a name like A-Force, when you get a name like that, that means, okay, they're going to put you off to the side, give you your own thing, but they're going to move on from you. They're no longer going to make that the actual future, which is great news for the MCU, bro. So I guess it's not me just tripping. All of us agree that what Disney's doing is some, regardless if he did something inappropriate or not, because he was fired. He paid for it. He was fired, right?
Yeah.
He knew what was in the contract.
And
So, I mean,
and
can he
and,
really
and
Why
what
do you
gets
say that?
me,
Why do you say
it's-
that, 5 star? What do you mean he knew it was in the contract? We know how Disney are with contracts, though, sir.
No.
Hey, if you don't read your contracts, that is on you. You should always read contracts, no matter what kind of agreement it is.
No, but contracts can be tricky. If they put in the contract, we can change this anytime at any notice, and it's effective
Then you shouldn't
immediately.
have signed it.
Let's say
If
I
that
read
was
it
in the contract, you
first,
should have signed it.
and then they want to update it after I have read it.
You're
and
a
they put
snake
some new
oil
stuff in
salesman,
there.
5 star. You're trash, bro. You know those contracts are freaking.
Yeah.
No,
Most
'cause you know
contracts
when
are
you
bullshit.
sign-
Very
you know
cleverly
when you
worded.
sign.
Yes,
If you
yes, 5 star.
if
You
choose to be
signed it
negligent
at
and
that
not sign
moment.
it,
You signed
Okay.
it. Let's say you did read it and you signed it at that moment. And they say they can change it anytime they want.
that has to still be
Did
in
you
writing.
did you read the updated version?
You still have to read the writing that says under they can change it at any point.
Exactly.
Yes,
That fine
exactly.
print that no one can.
You
Bro,
can-
even that writing is worded. The language is confusing.
So again, 5 star. Even if you read it all the way through, even the part we could change it at any time. Are you going to read the
Hello?
contract every single day to make sure
Yeah.
it's updated?
Braulio, we heard you. We can hear you
Yo,
now.
what's up, everyone? I'm sorry about that, having the little mic issues.
Ah, you're good now, bro.
Oh, there you go.
All right, we're talking about Beau DeMayo, bro. What's your take, dog?
So my take is this: I kind of agree with I don't know who was saying it, but like, kind of read your terms and conditions.
5 star.
I do
Oh
bel-
God.
5 star. I do believe when you are hired by a company, you kind of have to align yourself with that company's morals and beliefs a little bit. So what I'm saying, I think really why he's getting kicked out by Disney is definitely a couple of things. First, I was kind of thinking probably Disney found out, he got that OF, showing his ass a little bit, dancing
Yeah.
around. And I mean, Disney's a family company, so I think that doesn't warrant them to kind of like want to, fire him, kick him off the show.
Right.
But it gives them a reason. They're looking for a reason to get him off.
Yeah,
And
I believe that too.
I believe probably somebody, I'm thinking some type of essay.
But you have
In
pictures.
my opinion.
You have pictures out there of Taika Waititi having a 3-way kiss with his freaking co-stars that he works with.
Right, it's not grounds to
On
fire
set.
somebody, but it
On
is
set
a,
of
it's
a-
a
of a-
reason.
On
Just-
yes, during the production.
On set.
That's
He-
true. That's true.
He should have got fired for that.
You know,
I wouldn't say that like legally that wouldn't warrant somebody to get. I don't think you get fired. Like
Yeah,
I'm saying this. It's just kind of like.
Wait, is it?
somebody-
Wait, is that
hiring-
not? Help me if I'm wrong. I haven't worked a real job in a long time. But if you're caught making out in the office, someone's getting fired, or both of y'all getting fired, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
that
would
right
say
there alone
probably
is
a
sexual
set,
misconduct.
like a
Sexual
movie set,
misconduct.
is
policies.
probably a lot different than maybe if you're in an office. I mean, like whoever was saying that, policies are policies. Maybe Disney's okay with that. I'm sure they're not okay with it, right? But like, you can't
I
just
heard he got
outright fire
reprimanded.
somebody for consensually kissing, unless it wasn't.
Bro, it was
consensual.
a 3-way kiss.
Yes.
It's
You-
Disney,
I haven't seen
bro.
that picture. Jody, you know what I'm going to compare it to? When was it Warner Brothers tried to fire, or no, Disney, right?
No,
Trying to fire
Disney
James
fired
Gunn
James Gunn.
when he had those
Yes.
tweets about
That's the pedo.
like the pedo stuff. Yeah, but like
Look at
really,
this.
they couldn't fire him. So as soon as they got that retaliation from Dave Bautista, the cast, they retracted. They let him come back.
And brought him back.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe in a sense, I mean, this is all, theory. They kind of know, like, okay, we hired this director to work on it. Maybe they didn't know at the time he was that, team sus to the point where he has an OF where,
Yeah.
Disney as a brand, they're for children. Well, I guess now when they're getting more rated R movies, with Deadpool.
Yeah, exactly.
And all their acquisitions.
Deadpool just came out.
But it's like I still think they want to hold on to that kind of kids image. And I mean, that's one of their most popular animated shows now. And I mean, if somebody just looks up, okay, hey, I really like this show. Let me see what this director's about. And bam,
Yeah.
you just see OF pop up. First link in the thing. And it's this dude, naked.
Yeah.
Now, it's not grounds to fire him. But I'm just saying it's giving them a reason to like, all right, say somebody comes to Disney with hey, I've been essayed by this person. I think they just jump the gun and they believe him.
Right.
Now, in Beau's defense, maybe he knows whoever this person who's claiming on him is wrong. And so he's like, okay, this is perfect. I can just countersue. Or I can get my lawyer, tell him, you know what I mean? They're jumping the gun on me.
I can't help
They're
but
trying to
think
get me out
that
of something.
it's something more than that. There's something more darker than sinister than that, because Disney is an evil company. I believe
Yeah,
that they're racist and they don't like. That's what it is. Because we have a Kang the Conqueror who's sad and got hurt when he found out that freaking Robert Downey Jr. was playing Doctor Doom when TMZ pulled up on him in L.A. They hold that man for running away from that white girl and fired him.
It's not like he stood there and beat her down. All he did was get off me, close the door, fired. Self-defense.
Mahershala Ali can't even get talented people to make the Blade movie. They took resources. They took resources from Black Panther to give to the Infinity War movie because they didn't believe in the Wakanda movie either.
That's why that CGI was bad.
That's why the CGI was bad.
Yep. Oh, like I'm saying, see, I think it's a couple of reasons. Like you said, you know, maybe they got that hatred for sure. I think they also hate, you know, Team Sus.
Yes.
If you want Team Sus, they hate you. So, like I'm said, these are reasons. So the first instant they hear something about you that they can really get you on, they're gonna jump on it.
Man, bro, I just don't.
And to be honest, it's terrible. Like just like you said, the Jonathan Majors issues, like that, he should not get fired. They should not replace him. Multi-year contract, whatever, multi-movie deal, just off that video alone. That video, for me at least, proves his innocence. At least that's what I thought.
Yes. They used because
again,
he was guilty for, you know, putting her in the seat. She hurt herself. Yeah, so they just ran with that and destroyed his whole career.
And we do know Disney tries to jump the gun so they don't get too much publicity. They try to stay out of it, get it far away as possible. And then if it all turns out, then we beg for you to come back.
All right. I don't feel good about this at all, though, guys. I think that this is just the tip of the iceberg. And like I said, this is the tip of the iceberg. Thank you guys for calling in, and I appreciate you guys. We're live every Friday, 4 p.m.